Hey guys, it's Mary Ellen, and today is another recipe plan with me. So I am still using the sheets out of this new recipe planner from the Happy Planner, and I love them. This time I decided to use a pink one because last couple times I've used the light blue, so just changing it up a little bit. And today's recipe I'm going to be doing is bone broth. And if you're not familiar with that, it's supposed to have really good health benefits, and it's something that I've wanted to make for a long time. I actually have not made it, but I used to do the Whole30 diet, which is pretty much a high intensity paleo diet that you do for 30 days. It's like to figure out your food sensitivities and stuff like that. So this recipe came from that book called It Starts With Food, and that's the original Whole30 book. So I've been wanting to make this recipe for a long time. I'm going to put it in my planner so that I have a recipe for bone broth when I need it, and hopefully it will be good. I mean, bone broth in general I don't think is delicious, but I really trust all the recipes in this book, so I'm expecting it to be halfway decent as far as bone broth goes. So I don't really have too many ideas of what I'm going to do with this page, but just a couple of little things. So the first thing I will do is write bone broth at the top of the page. I'm not going to measure it out. Don't really feel like it, so I'm just going to go ahead and write it. Actually, before I do that, I saw in the Happy Illustrations sticker book this bone, so I thought I would just kind of put it up at the top. Actually, that might be too. Oh, maybe I'll just put it up here. I'm just going to stick it like this. Oops, I just wrote on my desk. I don't really... While I was on the phone, I whited out this little fork and knife here because I didn't like this bone here. So I'm just going to put it here instead. And I think that looks better and cleaner. So now I'm just going to write bone broth here. And I think I'll just do it in like foligraphy. I don't know. Let's try it. Uh-oh, I know I'm already I should have written it over here because now I'm going to have all this space. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that space, I guess. Writing's terrible. Oh well, it's okay. So over here, I know what I'll do. So I'm going to take this Papermate Flair and just write Whole30 here because that's the book that I got it from. And then I'll remember that it's Whole30 approved in case I am ever going to do a Whole30 again. And if you guys want a good jumpstart diet, and if you have like a lot of food sensitivities but you don't know what's bothering you, check that out because it's super, super helpful. It changed the way I eat for life. And I know that right now I'm kind of off the good eating track, but I know when I get back to it, it's just really, really easy to get back into it, and I know exactly how I'm supposed to eat. So I would recommend that. So since I was looking for something to kind of match the blue bone, and so I thought I would go in here with some purples. And this is in the second Colorful Boxes book. I don't use this book very often, but I do like it. So I'm going to come in and make this the ingredients list over here, and then I thought I would bring in a bigger box here for the procedure steps, and maybe this one. And I don't know, I have to look at the procedure steps and see if that will fit. So let me go ahead and put this down. I might have to cut this down a little bit. Let me see. I have this. I took a screenshot of the recipe on my phone, so let me just look at it here and see. So looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 So I definitely don't need this whole thing. So I am going to cut it down a little bit. I'll write ingredients here and then I'll start them here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'll maybe cut it, I might cut it like here. Bumble. Don't ruin my video. All right. This is really small. I wonder if I should put something under this or maybe like a couple more bones. These aren't really the right colors, but I could do that. Actually, I don't have to write ingredients there because that's already written up at the top. I feel like I want to put this on top of like scrapbook paper or something, like cardstock, so that it'll frame it a little bit. So let me see. Hang on 1 second so I can check it out. Okay, so this scrapbook paper, well, it's actually Mambi paper. It kind of comes close to this bone. It's not really the same color, but I didn't have anything close to that color, so I'm just gonna put this down as is. And I did trim a little bit more off of it because it's because I didn't have to write ingredients at the top, so trimmed a little bit of that, and I'm just gonna place that down here. That's crooked, just so that I'll just trim it around. You're not gonna see the green dots, I don't like those, but it's just thought I'd put it down just to give it a little bit of an edge so that it's not kind of boring. I felt like it was a little bit boring. I'm gonna come in here with my paper trimmer and just trim that down a little bit. I'm using this new iPad mount for my video, and I realized, I'm not sure I like it, but also I realized that if I have Bumble in my lap, you're not really going to be able to see her because it's kind of far from my lap to the desk, so unless she was actually on the desks, you won't be able to see her. So I might not use this mount. I might sell it or give it away or something. It works if your desk is not I see I'm like not even in the frame. It works if your desk isn't deep, but my desk is pretty deep because it's a corner desk. So that's kind of an issue for me. Okay. So let me just go ahead and put this down here. And I'm sorry if any of this is off the frame, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with this, like I said, with my mount, and I'm gonna go back to the regular way soon. So I like that. I think that's cute, and it's like, it just pops more, you know what I mean? I could put a picture of Bone Broth on this page, and I might do that, but I'm not sure yet. I want to put the rest of the stuff down to see how much room I have, I guess. So now let me look at the recipe again, just so I can see how much I'll have to write for the procedure. I keep calling it procedure. For the preparation steps. Goodness. Place all ingredients in a large slow cooker, blah, blah, blah. That looks kind of long, and I don't know if it's going to fit on what I had planned to put it on. I don't think it will, so I think I'm going to need 2 of these in some fashion. So maybe I'll put, maybe what I'll do is grab this one and then this one and kind of like layer it on top of that one. And then I'll put some of the preparation steps on here and some of them on here. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but let's try it. I do like how this is striped. I think it's kind of cute. So I know this is like dark over here though. I wonder if I should make, like frame one of these too. or both. Or maybe just bring in something else blue, like some kind of sticker on top of it. I could put like this and then frame this one. Let me try that. Okay, put that down there. Except I kept the white there. I don't know why I did that, because I don't really want the white. I'll figure out what to do with that. So let me go back and get this paper again, because now I can use it on this, except it's like, it's gonna be tricky with those dots. So I might have to trim this one down a little bit too. Okay, that should work. It works there, but not there, so I'm gonna stick it up here. Bring in my trusty paper trimmer again, cut off these little green remnants of the dots on that side. That's a little thin, but it also looks like I need to change the blade, excuse me, the blade on my paper trimmer, which I can certainly do. But this isn't bad. All right. So I'm gonna stick this on top of there like that, I guess. And then it just kind of balances out this on the other side of the page, I think. I think it'll kind of work better that way. So using my Tombow adhesive roller to just go around the outside edges here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and place that down. And now I'm gonna have to find out, like, find something else to put in this area here, maybe a quote or something like that. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and start writing out my steps and my ingredients, and then we will go from there. I am using a Pentel Energel pen. It's the 0.5 needle tip. This is my favorite pen. I love it. It writes like really skinny writing, and it just looks really crisp and clean. I love the gel ink. I love everything about this. So this is linked in the description below. If you're ever interested in purchasing any of these, I'd appreciate it if you would purchase them through my link, because then I get a very small percentage and every little bit helps. So I'm gonna go ahead and write these ingredients now. Okay, I pulled out the Healthy Hero sticker book because there's purples in here and because this is about health and this is a healthy recipe. And I saw this Be Happy, Active, and Healthy, and that made sense because it makes sense for the recipe, and also it has purple, it has turquoise in there, so I really like the sticker. I think it will work here. But I could put it down like this, and then I decided maybe I should put it in like a frame or something, just to take up a little bit more space. So I'm gonna look in here and see if maybe I can put it in something that's like too small. Something purple, or maybe I'll go into the older Colorful Boxes book or the new one and see what I can come up with. Yeah, let me do that. Let's look at the new one. I don't think that there's anything in here that I can use. Well, could use one of these. Let's try it. I put this down like this. Okay. That'll do. And then I thought I would take some of these arrows from the new Colorful Boxes book and kind of point them toward that. I don't know why. It just, like I said, it'll take up some space, and it's purple and turquoise, and I like arrows. What can I say? I'll just put a few of these down here. I don't really need this notes, but I also don't really care that it's there. Plus, if I white it out, then there's gonna be like a blank space there. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. And I don't really like this either, but considering like I don't know how many people it serves, I'm just gonna go in there and write a lot of people. But honestly, if I make bone broth, it's pretty much just going to be for me because it's not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. I think that's good enough. I think it's cute and it does the job. So I think I'm going to leave it alone. I hope this video was helpful for you in your recipe planning. And if so, please click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I do put out these recipe videos every Thursday, and I also put out all sorts of other videos during the week. I typically post like 6 videos a week. That's been sort of the average. So yeah, and if you do subscribe, please click the notification bell. That would make me so happy because guess what? You will get notified on your phone or on your tablet or whatever as soon as I put out a new video, and then you won't miss anything. So I guess that's it for this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.